And I enchanted that one as well.
But you're using the carrot to try and hit the crying obsidian?
No, I'm using the diamond pickaxe!
Not on my screen!
Oh, well, goodbye.
Goodbye!
What?! No love for me.
No love for Leon. Rip Leon.
Rip Leon. King of the Twinks is truly unlovable.
Only loved by other twinks. Nemesis is not a twink.
That's true.
Nemesis could be a twink if he wanted to be.
But he's simply not.
He is not.
You know what? It's not his fault he looks like that.
Okay.
He's like...
I mean, listen, I could be by your reasoning, I could be a twink if I wanted to be, and yet here we are.
Are you not a twink?
Wait
a minute. Let's
I'm gonna cry.
Jokingly, went around like, I am the Lorax, I speak with the trees. If you don't reflect, I'll break your knees.
That's fair.
What are you doing, Rail? Oh my god. I watched it with my own eyes. This has become a breeding ground over here of just murder. Everyone keeps coming over here and checking out, and then leaving with, murder.
Here's your stuff.
Ash is so low. Hell yeah!
I'm one of the stupidest people to ever walk the earth, and I made it up your staircase.
Yeah.
He's even dumber than me.
That's not... How dare you?
It's a bit. I didn't mean it.
Okay, yes, I'm dumber than him.
I meant it.
You son of a bitch.
Hi, buddy. Good buddy, Dwight. Let's knock you up. Knock you up. That is not the phrasing. I meant... Let's go commit some crimes. Oh, no. No crimes for me. Oh, I've made mistakes. Oh, I'm gonna die. No, I'm not. Let's go. Oh, shit.
You're in a tight space. Bastard.
Instead of your Lucio healing circle, like, I need healing.
Oh,
let's break it.
No.
I don't live for
I'm the superior. They're trying really hard to kill me, and that's fair. That's so fucking valid.
Request book.
What's it say?
Put your requests here. 1. Get out. 2. Get out. 3. Why are you here? 4. Get out. 5. Get out.
Do you think the request was get out? Do you think they really wanted to get out?
I don't know.
It's really hard to gauge.
What if we have to kill her?
Oh.
Are you chill with dying? Wait, we're not gonna kill you. Don't worry about it.
Go, calm her down.
Listen, I gotta be honest. I didn't take my ADD meds today, and reading is not my strong suit. So reading those computer things, none of the information is being processed. He's the big brain, so he'll take care of it. Rest assured, he's an idiot, but he can read well. I will make sure that nothing bad... No. 2 idiots.
I don't think we need the crying obsidian though.
No, I think.
Also, I made a diamond pickaxe, and I enchanted that one as well.
But you're using the carrot to try and hit the crying obsidian.
No, I'm using the diamond pickaxe.
Not on my screen.
Oh well, goodbye.
Goodbye.
What? No love for me.
No love for Leon. Rip Leon.
Rip Leon, king of the Twinks, is truly unlovable.
Only loved by other twinks. And Nemesis is not a twink.
That's true.
Nemesis could be a twink if he wanted to be.
But he's simply not.
He is not.
You know what? It's not his fault he looks like that.
Okay.
Hello, hello.
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 My bad. Let me put my headphones in.
You monster. After all that setup.
Takes 2 seconds. It's okay. Alright. Alright, welcome back to some more Reddit reading. So, we've got a little bit of a mix, mostly best of Reddit. But we've got some Am I the Asshole thrown in and some malicious compliance. I hope you all are having a good Sunday night. And we'll go ahead and start. The first one on the docket is parents hate Disneyland and call OP a backstabber for taking her daughter there because of a small incident from over a decade ago.
What?
Am I the asshole for taking my daughter to Disneyland? I kind of already think I'm not. Well, what does everyone think before we go in? Have either of y'all seen this one before?
No, but why would they be an asshole for what?
Why indeed would they be an asshole for taking their daughter to Disneyland?
I already think not the asshole for taking your child there. Like, I'm sure there might have been, like, a family death or an injury or something from, like, one of the rides malfunctioning. And that, like, be the incident. But it's like, okay, that was... that was your experience there, and they've hopefully fixed the ride so that wouldn't repeat at all. Or whatever happened, like, has had changes made so that it doesn't happen again. So I I don't think that they should be being out here like, no, you can't uh enjoy this place because we don't.
Yeah.
I don't like when people do that. It's like, no, I
Uh,
can go there. It's within reason. They've probably changed since you've last been there.
Yeah,
I think they would be the asshole if
Plus,
they
not only
brought
that,
the kid
it's
there
her own
and
daughter or
Hold
his
on.
own daughter.
Blue was saying something.
right. They would be the asshole if they brought the child there and only them gone through all the.
Sorry, what? You broke up.
Oh, I was saying that they would be the asshole if they just brought the child there to watch them have fun.
Can you fucking imagine?
Yeah, but no, it's still like that is your child. It is your choice on like bringing your child there. It's not your parents' choice and it's not their kid.
I knew I
It's
did.
not like you're bringing one of their kids over to Disneyland where they explicitly said they don't want their child to go. It is it is up to you as a parent.
See, I don't. I know what happens, but in the jumping on the case of a family member dying in the park, I know a kind of similar situation. Not exact, but I know a family who they had they had someone in the family pass away from a motorcycle accident. But they basically all collectively decided that they won't ride a motorcycle, at least as long as the family member's mother was alive so that she didn't have to like go through it again if someone else had an accident.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think like, you know, if someone wanted to get a motorcycle, I don't think they would have been the asshole, but I do think it was like, you know, nice of them to like consider that when it was, even though I knew people in the family that did want to get motorcycles, but they just didn't want to bring up those memories for her.
Yeah, but it's still like,
But in the end, it's their decision.
yeah. And I don't think that it should be enforced onto you if that's not the way that you want to go.
Yeah. I think if it was something similar in that regard, it would have been like, you know, no assholes here, where it's like, you know, the person might be upset because of something tragic, but, you know, the person who did the thing that they wanted to do isn't the asshole either, you know?
Yeah. In my opinion, life is too short to be focused on appeasing others.
Yeah. But let's hop into it now that we've thrown in our 2 cents.
Mm-hmm.
So, am I the asshole for taking my daughter to Disneyland? I kinda already think I'm not, but my family is convincing me I am. I, 28 female, went on a vacation with my daughter, 5 female, and my husband, 29 male, as a last vacation before we're a family of 4. I'm 7 months pregnant, and we wanted to spend time with our daughter before her baby brother was born. When I was 13, me, my mom, my dad, and my little brother went on a Disneyland vacation. It was fun and all until my dad left his phone in the hotel and they wouldn't give us it back. He had to get a new one, and my mom and dad were so upset that we never went back. I thought this was irrational since it was my mom's favorite place. We went
Okay, not the asshole.
we went at least once a year growing up. After that whole ordeal, my mom hated it. So when me and my husband wanted to go on a before baby arrives vacation, we decided to go to Disneyland for around 3 days. My daughter loves the princesses and the idea of magic, so when we told her, she was overjoyed. I told my mom when we were at lunch together that we were going in a trip. When I told her it was Disneyland, she was enraged. I was extremely confused because I thought she forgot about it, honestly. She called me a backstabber and just a bunch of really rude words. She stormed out of the restaurant and I paid and left a few minutes later. A few hours later, my dad called me and screamed at me that the family doesn't go to Disney. If you weren't such a spoiled B-word, you would understand that. I was shocked. It was my money I was spending, and I thought everyone was over it. My mom texted me a long paragraph about how she would go no contact and wouldn't be my mother anymore if I still went. The trip was fully paid for, so I responded, "Okay, I guess you only have a son now," and blocked her. Honestly, based.
Yeah.
I've gotten at least 60 calls from family and a few texts telling me I'm wrong. We still went and got back yesterday. We all had a blast, and my daughter rode her first big girl coaster. She loved every minute of it, so in my opinion, it was all worth it. Yeah, obviously the verdict, not the asshole. Because, you know, Mick fucking crazy.
Yeah, that ain't have the excuse of
Imagine.
like, oh, like one of your siblings died there. It's like, no, they're just being petty about it and are trying to drag you down with them.
Right.
But having to change, like losing a phone, like come on.
So that's the hill that they want to die on by all means, but seriously, wanting to go no contact or threatening no contact, and then surprise Pikachu face when it's just like, well, that person just went no contact. I think there's some history there for them to be like, okay, bye.
Like if that's the line, I mean, what?
No, I'm what I'm saying, Max,
No,
is that I think there might be some history with the mother there for her to be so easily like, all right, cool, I'm good being no contact with you.
yeah, no. The mother overreacted. It's like, they can't be this serious. Like, come on.
It's like, I'm gonna disown
Mhm.
you if you go to Disneyland.
Mhm.
So, relevant comments. Not the asshole. You're well within your rights to take your daughter on a holiday to a location you choose with your money. I feel like something else happened at Disney that you're not aware of to make your parents hate it so much. It seems totally irrational for her to act the way she is, especially jumping to no contact over it. Comments from OP. I agree. I never thought about something bigger going on. I mean, I've heard of stories where people leave stuff and they never got it back, like dropping things on rides. Definitely gonna unblock my mom and try to talk it out and understand what really happened. Edit updates. Edit 1. Whoa, posted this around 2 hours ago and have gotten a lot of comments. First off, thank you, yada yada yada. I'm gonna unblock my mom and ask if we can meet up. We haven't spoken since all this happened, hoping we can talk for lunch. Also, I've been seeing a lot of comments where people think something bigger happened. I can't remember anything else happening though. I'm gonna ask if and when we talk. I'll keep you all posted. By the way, I'm in Cali and I don't get off work until 5 to 5:30, so once I get off and get home, I will talk to my mom. I've seen a lot of people wanting an update, so I'll try and get one to you all soon. Edit 2, didn't realize this would go viral. Last night, I unblocked my mom, messaged her, and basically said, I want to talk. I know that our last fight was really messy, but I want to meet up for lunch and talk. And she responded, she said yes, and we're meeting up today. My dad is also coming because I want an apology from him for what he called me. Yeah, he called you a spoiled little bitch. For what? Going to Disney with your own money?
Mm-hmm.
I truly can't even process the phone call that happened. I want to get answers as fast as possible because I've seen so many comments saying this wasn't over a phone. I have really bad memory and this was 15 years ago, but I remember most of it because the whole situation was very messy. I definitely will be updating you guys after the lunch. I've seen people saying my parents might not like Disney because they are more liberal. I don't think that's the reason though. 15 years ago though was very different as well. I'll ask that when we meet up, but I don't see it as a real reason. I've also seen people saying it's very unreasonable to go no contact, very limited contact because of this, which I agree with. I think she was just saying that to scare me, which is still very gross, but we still went and she messaged me back, so I guess we will just see. My husband also might come with me because I don't know how my parents will react when I ask them my questions. They know we still went, so I'm not too scared, but I can't be sure. I'll update with how the lunch goes. Final update. Well, here it is, fellas. Your final update. Around 1 p.m. yesterday, we went to lunch. My husband didn't come because he had an important meeting at his work. I wasn't that scared anyway because we were going to be a pretty popular restaurant. It wasn't like I would be alone with him. That's also crazy that she's afraid of, like, her parents. Like, there's either gotta be more in it, or it's just, like, it's just so wild because it was so out of pocket that now she's like, that's freaky and I'm scared. Like, what's happening? Because I can't imagine, like, you know, I guess that situation. We got there and I sat down. I started to talk to my mom and dad and started asking my questions. It was mostly just, why would you get so mad? And it's my money, and I wanted to make my daughter have a fun vacation with her parents before she has a brother. And I was met with them gaslighting me and thinking because they don't love Disney, I can't go. I was on the verge of tears and leaving, so I asked the final question that I really wanted an answer on. This can't be over a phone. There has to be something going on to make you blow up like this. They then told me what really happened. So my dad did actually leave his phone. When housekeeping went to clean the room for the next family to arrive, the woman who was cleaning took the phone and took it to Lost and Found. She saw my mom's contact on my dad's little smartphone and called her, and we went to go pick it back up. But the woman also saw another contact that said baby. My dad was cheating for a good year to a year and a half. She told my mom, and my mom blamed that woman for ruining her marriage by telling her.
Oh.
That's why they hate Disney, because it ruined their marriage. I walked out after that. I didn't pay either. I don't think I'm going to talk to them after this. Only if my daughter and son want to. They betrayed my trust and never apologized either for what they called me a few days ago. I don't know why we never got the phone back. Probably we'll never know, but here's the official end of this crazy-ass story. So, because her mom, because the maid told the mom that her dad was cheating on her, is why they hate Disney.
Blamed.
Yes,
Not
the
the
maid's
dad.
fault.
It's all the maid's fault. That's crazy.
Honestly, good on the maid, though.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah. So the mom doesn't blame her husband for cheating. It's all on Disneyland. What a weird ass reaction. I can't even. I'd 100% peace out on those parents. Right? The projection here is bonkers. Cheating didn't ruin the marriage. It was finding out that did.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
called a lack of marriage counseling after being cheated on and finding out that that was a thing.
Yeah, someone.
That and a lack of divorce.
It's a crazy trauma response, which yeah, it is, but still, it doesn't excuse the mom. But now Disney is forever corrupted because it's where her fairy tale life shattered. Yeah, I can see the mom being upset and not wanting to touch Disney, but to take it out on the daughter, like, come on.
To be fair, though, she wasn't the one that called the daughter like a spoiled ass bee.
It was the dad who did,
Mm-hmm.
which crazy. Unless the dad's affair partner was literally Mickey fucking Mouse, it's very strange that the parents would choose Disney to be the scapegoat of the cheating. The delusion is astounding. Obviously, OOP's dad was fucking goofy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Poor dad got Steamboat Willie.
Oh god.
Right below it.
I thought that was you who came up with that banger.
No.
Oh, this was the mod who posted it. Honestly, I did not see that twist coming. I knew there had to be a better explanation, but I never would have guessed that was a fucking affair. And the fact that they put all the blame on Disney for the dad's cheating. There are a lot of good reasons to hate Disney, but having an affair at one of their parks is not one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't read the whole title because of the, like, it's a twist thing. I don't know if y'all saw it, so that's what I was trying not to... I didn't... However, the real explanation eventually comes out and is much more shocking.
Yeah.
I was like, nah, it'll be too...
Didn't expect that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so funny. Let me make sure I've saved it to mark we've read this one. There we go. Alright, if you're ready, we can go to the next one. I think we've said all we can on this.
Yeah. No, the dad's fucking pathetic,
Yeah.
and the mom needs to get out of that relationship. This doesn't feel healthy if they're like going so far as to blame other things and other people for their current situation and broken marriage. Like, if they still consider their marriage ruined to this day, they should not be together.
Right.
Man, if it was your assumption, Ren, I would have been like, okay, that's I mean, I
Yeah,
guess.
it's like I can kind of
But
get
this
it.
is crazy.
Yes, it's almost like, it's a trauma response. You lash out a little bit. You can give them a bit more grace, and you can lean more towards no assholes here. But in this case,
Yeah, and I
it's
thought
like,
it was going that way when she said it was about the brother.
mm-hmm.
Like when she said that her and her little brother went there, and
Yeah,
I'm like,
see,
oh
that was
god, did the
going,
little brother die? And then it didn't.
yeah, because
He's fine.
that would have been so understanding. Like I would have gotten that. Like it's like, yeah, it would have sucked that they like bitched at you for it, but would have been like I said, a no assholes here, even if they were a little bit of an
Mhm.
asshole about it.
Mhm.
But nope. Dad had an affair, not even at Disney. It was just discovered at Disney.
Yeah.
And the mom is just deep in denial, and the dad is lashing out because he's the one who fucking cheated.
And the maid
Yeah,
was just
he's
trying
like,
to help. Like,
he's like, how dare you be so selfish as to uh remind her of the thing that I did all those years ago.
I think it was yeah.
Wild.
And then blaming the maid for maid. I was just trying to help.
Need a fake kid to piss off my wife.
Yeah,
I
this is the
almost
next one.
misread that as on instead of off, and I
Oh god.
What?
No. This is the next one. Need a fake kid to piss off my wife.
not piss on
Not piss on. Please do not piss on people.
I was about to be like, why are we reading this here? What happened? Where did you go wrong?
Alright, December 21st, 2024. My wife and I are watching Elf together, and we saw the part where Buddy, Will Ferrell's real dad, John Kane, tells his wife about Buddy, and his wife, Mary Steenburgen, gets excited about the surprise adult kid that pops into their life from a time before they knew each other. I point out to my wife that's a little unbelievable that she, Mary, would immediately be on board. I then comment that she, my wife, would actually be mad at me in this situation, even if I genuinely did not know this kid existed and it was conceived before I had met her. She denies it, but I know my wife. We're in our early 40s and have been married 10 years, together for 12. So I need a 20-ish kid to knock on the door and tell me they're my kid and that they just wanted to meet me. It's got to be convincing and really talk about how your mom and I were once really happy before she died of something tragic. Dealer's choice. Job pays $100. Gender, race, etc. don't matter so long as you can pass for early 20s. Shouldn't take more than an hour of conversation, then you get a call or something and have to leave. Want to do this soon after the new year? You come up with a backstory and I'll play along. I'll give you a little info up front after you take the job. So that's it so far. That's this person is trying to hire someone to pretend to be their child to
Wow.
prove
What
a point.
prank.
To prove a point. This
That sounds like
That
something
is-
I do.
I was
to
gonna
prove a point to you.
I was gonna say this also sounds like something I would do because I have gone this far for pranks. So I just don't do as many pranks anymore because I don't have as many people who might take it in stride near me. But I used to do a lot of pranks.
Yeah, like I said, this was like something I do to you.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, edit. Holy
I
cow!
think it depends on how she takes it.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
think-
I feel like it's just a funny one.
Which, by the way, if you couldn't guess, this is not an "Am I the Asshole" post. I can't remember where. I think it was actually posted in Harrisonburg, which is a place, because he was trying to find people in that area. Like, this is an actual ad that was posted.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Which is why it's so funny. Edit. Holy cow, I have several interested potential fake offspring. I am no longer taking applications. Did not expect so many willing people. I'll post the winning candidate in coming days. Which, fair, I would fucking do it. Edit 2. It looks like I not only have a potential fake kid, but the kid could actually pass as genetically me. I will post an update post after the first week of January. Hopefully not from a shelter. Notable comments.
He's like, hopefully not after I've been kicked out of home.
Yeah. Notable comments. This sounds like a bad idea, but please post a follow-up once you go through with it. Worst case scenario, okay, yeah, this could go badly, but sometimes being right in a marriage is worth it.
Oh my god.
You should hire every single commenter here and have a whole week where every day another couple new kids show up.
Absolutely.
Why do I see in a couple of weeks a post going, my wife kicked me out, what cheap inn is the best? I wouldn't have the courage to post that here, but you might see an Am I the Asshole along those lines. Update. January 7th, 16 days later. First off, I am still married, and my wife thoroughly enjoyed the prank. I didn't even have to sleep on the couch. So, to the very dramatic naysayers, one of which compared my prank to spousal abuse, several diagnosed me with a number of mental illnesses, and at least as many said I was childish and cruel. To you, I say, you're probably right, however, na boo boo, stick your head in doo doo.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
We've been married a decade. This is definitely a dad vibe, by the way. He's in his 40s.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if he was a dad. We've been married a decade. We know each other well, enough to know what's over the line and what's funny. That said, it was harder than I thought to secure a fake child. Sure, I had a large number of interested parties and even a couple of fabulous candidates, one of which actually looked enough like me that I started wondering if one of you got to my wife and were pulling the ultimate Uno reverse card on my prank. Unfortunately, interested and committed are two very different things. Multiple potential sons and daughters made it to the planning stage and found one reason or another to bail out. Let me be clear, I do not blame these folks at all. I don't think I'd have the courage to send the first DM, let alone actually go through with the prank orchestrated by a complete stranger, but I did find a suitable actor with the courage to come through, and I still think it was money well spent. So here's a synopsis of how it played out. No, there's not a video. Saturday afternoon.
It was just a friendly prank. It wasn't even for content. I like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%. Saturday afternoon, my doorbell rang. My dog lost his mind, as he is one to do, and my wife answered the door since I had pretended to take a call moments earlier. My son, looking about 20 to 25, taller and better looking than I, asked if I was home. My wife motioned to me. I had conveniently just ended my fake phone call, and I came to the door. My son, who even shared my first name, his idea, not mine, said he had something kind of strange to talk to me about. I asked if he wanted to come in, which literally almost blew the whole thing because I would sooner saw my own foot than invite people into my house. But my wife didn't think much of it. We came to the living room. I offered him a drink. He declined. My son is an excellent actor, by the way. He would later say it was the anxiety of the situation. Sorry. He would later say it was the anxiety of the situation and not wanting to mess up that made his nervous demeanor so convincing. This is from memory, but it's pretty much everything. I'll let my son chime in with details should he like outing himself. Quote, do you remember old ex-girlfriend I mentioned at least once in my 10-year marriage in front of my wife? Yeah? That's my mother. It was my wife who reacted first with, oh, no way! So I looked at her, feigning ignorance, and then back at my son and said, is she okay? Yeah, she's fine. That's not why I'm here. My wife was nearly busting out of her chair, totally engrossed and completely consumed with two strong theories. One, her husband had a long-lost son, and more importantly, two, her husband hasn't figured it out yet. Figured out that he has a long-lost son. So I say, out with it, kid. What's going on? I'm 22 years old. My wife's eyes essentially bugged out of her head, having now confirmed her theories in her mind. She looks at me, seemingly annoyed that I hadn't put the obvious puzzle pieces together, and interrupts my fake kid, nearly laughed, but I held it together. I think he's telling you that he's your father. Or, no, I think he's telling you that he thinks you're his father. My acting is not so great, but I gave it a shot with, wait, what? My look of shock could use some work, but it played for the audience. My son looked at me. She's right, and I'm not here to ask for anything. In fact, I don't have a lot of time to stay, but I just wanted to meet you and maybe exchange numbers. Me. This is a lot to take in. I knew your mother a long time ago, and she never said... I didn't know. Him paraphrasing, but this kid deserves an Oscar. She never told you. She only told me on Christmas morning. She didn't say anything bad about you, just that it was over and she was already dating my dad when she found out she was pregnant. Me. Wait, does your dad know? Him. Of course, I've always known he wasn't my biological father. He's a great guy, but lately I've been wondering who my real father was, so I asked my mom and she told me. Me. Wow. I freely admit, I had the easy part. My wife, not saying anything, just taking it all in. Not much else to tell in terms of the production. We exchanged phone numbers, then he got his own fake phone call, reminding him he was late for something or other, and I walked him out. The rest of the production was just my wife and I. I came back to the living room, doing my best bewildered act. We talked about it, covered things like paternity tests, etc., and it turns out I was way wrong. My wife wasn't mad, miffed, or even slightly annoyed. She was full-on amazed, excited, and entertained by the whole thing. I waited a few hours before I fessed up, but before I did, she kept saying how cool it was that I might have a son. And then when I told her it was all a bullshit lie I made up to prove a point, she laughed. A lot. I can't decide what amused her more, the effort I put into the ruse or the fact that I ended up proving her right in the process.
That's amazing.
Here are a couple of gems from my wife after I told her the truth. Where the hell did you find that guy? I'm glad your son wasn't a serial killer. I might have been mad if he came here looking for money. Next time you can save $100 and just assume you're wrong. You know I'm going to get you back, right? That last one has a little worried. Too long didn't read. My wife enjoyed the prank, but I was wrong. She wasn't mad that I had a kid before. She was actually just as stoked as Mary Steenburgen was in the movie.
Aw, this is cute. I like that.
Yeah. I
That's
try to
funny.
mix in good ones and like crazy, weird or aggravating ones. Next time you can save $100 and just assume you're wrong is my favorite quote
Yeah.
out of the whole thing. That seems like
Yeah.
something I would say.
Oh, big same.
Layers are now available. Oh yeah, now you can actually change it to where you have like things under here. Where the hell did this come from?
No sex tonight. Just had 50 justice orgasms.
What the fuck?
So all these like little flares under people's names are quotes from different like best of Reddit. Next time you can save $100 and just assume you're wrong. Sorry, we're going off topic now.
Yeah.
Where's another one? Oh, you can taste her love in the garlic she grew for me. Yeah, there's a lot of they're really funny. 103% of the global population would call her a drought, or would call her dot. I guess there's more to it. It got cut off. Anyway, but yeah, that one's a fun one. I like that one a lot. It's one of my the links.
So silly.
The links to go through for a prank. It reminds me. It has the. Did y'all ever hear of Gishwas?
No.
So it was a scavenger hunt ran by one of the actors from Supernatural, and a lot of it was basically like pranking people. And you would have to like videotape it. You didn't post it online. You sent it to the organizers. But yeah, a lot of it was like basically doing funny pranks, either basically on yourself or on other people. And you would have to like take videos of it and like send it to the organizers of the scavenger hunt. And I can't remember all of them, but some of them were like definitely like involved, and like you definitely had to go through some links for some of this stuff. One of which is you had to get like one of the prompts was you had to get a pro wrestler to challenge you publicly on their Twitter.
Damn.
And some people did succeed. Some people did get it to go through, so like it was possible. But it just has a similar energy, like those kind of pranks where you had to go the extra mile.
That was a real good one.
All right, you guys ready for the next one?
Yep.
I'm not gonna start with that one. We're gonna go with this one. Engagement broken because of my maid of honor. It was actually posted in the Charlotte Dobre YouTube subreddit, by the way.
Oh, did the maid of honor sleep with him?
I will
Okay,
neither.
so either the maid of honor slept with the person, or like slept with the guy that she's engaged to,
Mhm.
or the maid of honor found out something that was and informed the bride about it. And this is just a clickbait title to like get you mad.
Or
Yeah.
the maid of honor killed.
You know, I think I like Blue's theory. The maid of honor
No,
killed.
she either outed him or slept with him. It's one or the other.
These are both great
No, she killed
guesses.
him.
These are all great guesses. We'll jump right into it. The OP is Individual Bear 7348. It was posted on Charlotte Dobre YouTube.
Or she's gay for her maid of honor and realized.
You know, that one's also a fun theory.
Like, that's another reason that could have broken the engagement. It's not all on the man. It's also on the.
Let's take bets.
Those are my three.
Okay, I, female 27, was about to get married to my fiance, male 26, in a few months because of my choice of maid of honor. When he proposed to me, I went through the cheeky, happiest girl alive shtick. We went through the announcements, and both of our families were excited for the wedding. Until we told our parents about our best man maid of honor. He chose his older brother, while I chose my best friend. Female 28. His family treated my choice like I didn't decide who would be my maid of honor and gave me time to select one. Every time I mentioned that my best friend would be my maid of honor, they shrugged it off and reminded me that I needed to pick my maid of honor before the wedding ceremony. Some of their antics included blocking my best friend from the dress fitting, claiming that only the maid of honor can go with them, and preventing my best friend from picking a maid of honor dress because that is reserved only for the maid of honor.
Okay, so the maid of honor is the reason that information came out. AKA the family is shitty. I'm guessing the guy that she's engaged to has no spine.
My best friend and I told my future mother-in-law that my best friend is my maid of honor, but she brushed it off and told me that I need to pick a maid of honor before the wedding. A few days later, my fiance asked who my maid of honor is. I told him it's my best friend, and that's final. He took my hand and took off the ring, saying, I can't value someone that doesn't value family. He left, engagement broken, myself dumbfounded on what the living hell happened. Comment. So who did they want to be selected as the maid of honor? His sister or something? I feel there is something missing here. Is your boyfriend is your best friend a different race or religion by chance? But also, can you imagine your life with a husband who takes this kind of bullshit from his parents and doesn't support you? The red flags on this. Glad you found out what a dickbag your ex-boyfriend is before you tied the knot. What are y'all thoughts so far? Because this one's an interesting one.
It sounds like the family didn't even communicate what they were looking for in a maid of honor. Period.
Oh, 100%.
It just sounds like they're like, well, you gotta choose one. You gotta choose one. It's just like, okay, what do you want to change in her choice? You'd never, not once did any, it doesn't sound like a single time any of them had even said it has to be a relative or anything like that.
Right. Which in some, some family traditions, that's, usually what it is, but not all of them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think my best man, maid of honor would be a family member.
Not only that, but she could have been chosen family rather than blood family.
Exactly.
They don't know.
Maybe they're just racist.
That is a good one because they haven't replied to whether it was a race or religion thing. That is a perspective. Which
yeah, I'm that was the other one, but I don't want to assume that that's always the case.
Well, that's
give
the
people
whole
the
point.
benefit of the doubt.
That's the whole point of Reddit reading. We gotta assume a little and then when we get to the end, we know the answers.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying that one was on the brain. I just didn't want to say it out loud because I don't know, wait on that one.
Update. So many questions, let's answer the obvious ones. Are my BFF and ex-fiance exes? No, the engagement party was actually their first meeting. My ex and I went to the same college, and my best friend went to a different one. Race, religion involved? No, we are all white and Christian. Several of ex's relatives, including his older brother, are married to people of color. Now on to the update. A few hours after my original post, I found out from one of his relatives why my ex said that I had no family values. It turns out that his family, the maid of honor, best man roles, are reserved for siblings. I have 2 sisters, one older and one younger. Neither were interested because my older sister was mad at my ex for trying to set her up with one of his male co-workers at her own wedding to her wife.
Oh my god.
He did the same thing to her wife. I didn't know about this until after the broken engagement. My younger sister
Okay, that's not as bad. I thought it was just she knew about it and then didn't do anything. But if she didn't know about it, goddamn,
Yeah,
I'd have left him the second I found out.
right. And my younger sister isn't interested because she was busy with her own college work. She took extra courses so she could graduate early. X tried to convince her to drop out of college to be a maid of honor.
No.
I guess I dodged a nuke of that one. Which, seriously, I can't. He tried to set her sister up with someone at her own wedding, and then tried to
Yeah.
do the same thing for her wife.
hmm
So we know at least he's
Honestly,
homophobic.
yeah, honestly, I'm glad that the maid of honor ended up being the reason that this type of information came out. Of like, oh, these people are not how you thought they were.
Right.
He dodged a bullet.
Dodged a nuke.
hmm
Oh yeah.
That would have ruined her whole life. It wouldn't have just hurt her. It would have ruined everyone
Mhm.
around her. Comments. What a psycho. If he's already trying to micromanage your maid of honor choice, imagine how he'd be if y'all had kids. You definitely dodged a bullet. Another comment. Without even telling her it was a family tradition. This is one of the stupidest things the stupid that have ever stupided. A different comment. Nice of them to assume you knew their family rules about the maid of honor position. Too bad they didn't allow you the chance to explain your choice. Also, too bad your older sister didn't tell you about the attempted fix-ups until after the engagement ended. Thank the gods you
And
stood.
again, for all they knew, like they don't know if she was chosen family or not.
Exactly. Well, they probably did know in the way that like she definitely had sisters she was close to. So, and some people don't understand the concept of chosen family, especially if you have a good family dynamic. Thank the
Mm.
gods you stood your ground regarding your choice. You dodged a full nuclear arsenal. Oh yeah, this is also a comment that had caught my eye. Who is your maid of honor? My BFF. So at no point ever did anyone reply, oh, not one of your sisters, or shouldn't it be one of your sisters, or why not one of your sisters? Or no, a maid of honor has to be one of your sisters. I can't believe that no one said any variation of that. I can't believe her sister didn't tell her what he did at the wedding. I don't understand how the family didn't just ask which sister to imply their beliefs, but I also don't understand how OOP didn't ask even once over the course of events what the fuck is going on. Why is everyone acting like I haven't picked my maid of honor? Is there a carbon monoxide leak in here? Am I going crazy? Either to her ex or the family. I just can't imagine keeping my cool while multiple people act like this in front of me during discussions about the wedding. Yeah, that would have drove me crazy. I would have lost it. Like, I'd be like, are you deaf? Can you not hear me? Like, what is going on here?
I know. I. Why didn't she follow up with the question?
Like, people, like, that would drive me crazy. That would have just drove me up the wall. But yeah, that one's wild. That one's a weird one. Do y'all have any more commentary on it? Hello?
I've said all I have to say.
Okay. He's like, now you guys aren't responding to me. I was like, what's happening? Alright, do y'all want a lighthearted one or another weird one?
Oldie but a goldie.
Lighthearted.
I've been lying to my family for 25 years.
Yeah, we can start with this one.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember if I had read this one before because this one's a good one, so let me know if I have. I guess it's time for me to come clean. Not because I feel too bad for what I've been doing, but because it's possible my eldest son is onto me. I have 3 kids and a wonderful wife. For more than 25 years, our family has loved doing puzzles together. Since we started, I've done something that's...
Oh,
We've read this one before?
I don't know if you read it to me while I was in the car, but I know what this one is, but I don't think Blue's heard it. I don't know.
Blue, have you heard this one before?
We can go over it.
No.
Okay, fantastic.
Okay.
I have 3 kids and a wonderful wife. For more than 25 years, our family has loved doing puzzles together. Since we started, I've done something that may seem unsavory to people that don't understand the joy of putting in that last puzzle piece. To ensure it was always me, whenever we start a new puzzle, I take one of the pieces and hide it in a green sock that's at the bottom of my dresser. Whenever we get to the very end, we all once again lost a piece. We all search frantically until I'm the hero who finds it. Well, this past Sunday, we got to
Wait, no, I remember this one.
Okay, so I have read it. Well, I'll finish out this and then leave it be. Well, this past Sunday, we got to the completion once again, only this time there are 2 pieces missing. We begin searching. It may be in my imagination, but my eldest son gave me a look. It was a half smirk. I think he's on to me. Derek, if you're reading this, I have more patience than you do. I'll hold my peace forever if I need to. Find yours first and let's end this madness. Sorry, this is one of my favorite ones, so...
Mhm.
So yeah, if we've read this one before, we can read some of the comments, because these are different comments. We cut to Derek entering an absolutely ransacked room with you holding his piece in a plastic bag. Derek, Dad, I can explain. It's not mine. I'm holding it for a friend. You, I don't believe you. Who taught you to do this? Derek, I learned from watching you. You know, a lot of insurance plans cover family therapy. I was waiting for dude to say he was gay. Nope, not this guy. Instead, he is a diabolical mastermind whose son is testing his limits. This is a clear challenge to your role as puzzle savior. Never give up, never surrender. The battle of wills have begun. So yeah, a Redditor user PM me an incredible idea. I'm going to try and contact the manufacturer and order his missing piece. I'm going to find it when it arrives, then find mine immediately after. I almost feel bad when I consider how truly confused he will be. Thank you, Spocking High Spores. I don't think he's found this thread yet because he hasn't approached me about it, so this could still work. I'm excited. This will go down in family history. Checkmate. I feel like the links that some of these, like, men go through go to out of spite. Well, folks, I've been duped. I got up this morning, went into the kitchen to get some coffee, and as I walked past the puzzle, I noticed that it had been completed. All pieces accounted for. I calmly and politely knocked on Derek's door and asked him about it. He denied knowing anything, like super convincing. I went back down to my bedroom, confused as ever, and I just sat in bed with a blank stare. My dad and my mom, my wife asked me what's wrong, and I told her that the puzzle was completed and have no idea how it got done. She literally started laughing like a damn hyena. I've always known about your dumb green sock. I'm in shock. I'm numb, like a damn gut punch. So, as it turns out, she's known what I've been doing for at least 10 years. She said she loved watching me walk around thinking I was some criminal mastermind tricking everyone, and that's why she never said anything. She wanted me to have my win, while she secretly laughed and had her own fun in secret. I don't even know what to say. I'm just processing everything. I cannot believe she's had this over me for so long, and I literally had no idea. She noticed a decade ago that I had just one green sock, since I lost its pair forever ago, and immediately knew something was up with it since I refused to throw it away. I guess that makes sense. I'm an idiot. I've come to the realization that she's actually the master here. It's her house, and I should be thankful she lets me live in it. At least she's promised not to tell the kids.
The true mastermind, the wife.
If he had just a better hiding spot, he would have never gotten caught.
No, she would have still caught her. I don't know if this is like a stay-at-home one or whatever, but she'd have absolutely caught it.
See, it's just one of those things where it's like, come on, you're the last one that finds the piece every time. He underestimated his wife. Tisk tisk. The theme. So he hid it. The one place he knew he could hide something. His ass. What? Oh wait.
What?
Oh, it's a YouTube video. Hold on.
Is it safe?
Yeah, I think so. It's from a movie. Oh, it's from Pulp Fiction. It's like the whole video. We're not gonna do that. Big marriage doesn't want you to know this, but a lot of marriage is just doing stupid things to entertain yourself and other people.
Mm-hmm.
Basically.
Don't forget to save it so that you know that you've read it.
Yeah, I think I've saved this one already because I wasn't sure. Yep, there it is. Save that one. That one's saved. Okay, this one's good. Am I the asshole for announcing our pregnancy at my brother's wedding after he proposed at mine?
No.
It's just
If
payback.
like neither of you are doing it with permission, no.
No. April
But
20.
at least like okay, here's the difference, right?
Mhm.
If he like proposed like in the background quietly, that's different to like if he proposed like out in front of everyone.
Yeah. I don't think
Because like an announcement is going to be in front of everyone, so if it's like you're just meeting that energy, no. Like you're both the assholes, but no, it justified asshole in this situation if he did like out in front of everyone just propose
yeah.
without asking you first.
That's where I'm at too. I'm like, if someone like went off and proposed and they didn't make a whole ordeal about it without, asking, it's like, okay, that's fine. But if like someone takes over my goddamn wedding, especially after we've been waiting and trying to have it for years, I might go to jail. I've never been an attention whore, but man.
Oh yeah, because you and I have been waiting for like how long now? Since last
Exactly.
Valentine's Day, at least, like, is when we got engaged. Not this Valentine's Day that's been, but the one before.
Yeah, sorry, I was reading something. Yeah, that's why I'm like,
So over a year at least, almost 2.
we've been engaged, yeah, almost 2 years now. So like I said, if someone tried to take attention off of our wedding after everything we've gone through to have it, I'm throwing hands.
Yeah, I think that's like cut contactable.
Yeah, like straight up. I don't know anyone who would do it, to be honest. Like even in my own shitty family, I can't imagine a single person
Well, I know
doing it.
someone like one of your former friends who absolutely would have.
Yeah, but they won't be there, so I'm not worried about them.
Mhm.
I meant like, current potential invites.
Yeah.
Like it'd
I
be one
guess
thing if someone
we'll have to
asked.
wait and see.
Yeah, if someone asked, like if like Soul asked, I would probably give it some thoughts. I might not agree, but I'd give it some thoughts.
Yeah, but if he like did it anyway, it
Yeah.
would be different.
Yeah, I would throw hands. I would rather help him plan it than him have it at mine. Like help him set up a nice like place for him to do it. Like help him plan it than do it at my own. I'd be like, yeah, I'd give you like I'd rather pool some money in to help you have a nice like evening with your partner.
Yeah, then you do it at my at my wedding. Thank you.
Exactly. Anyway, let's hop in.
Oh, by the way, Pink and Yellow are engaged. Or Pink and I are engaged.
Yeah.
Wow, what?
Who could have
Really?
guessed? Who could have guessed?
Just
By
for
this
context for people who are listening.
This is news to me, actually.
brand
Listen, sometimes
new.
it doesn't click for people.
It's funnier
All they
that
know we
way.
could have been talking about 2 separate engagements.
It's funnier that way if it doesn't click. That's on them. All right, my brother said he was going to propose at my wedding. I told him no. That it was a day about myself and my wife, and we did not want any distractions. My
Okay,
mom,
yeah, no, completely justified.
yeah, my mom lost her shit. She said he wanted family. The night he might not see again for a while to be part of the proposal. I said I did
Can
not.
you try that again? I didn't understand.
She said that he wanted family he might not see again for a while to be part of the proposal. So, like, people who are coming out of town and stuff, he wants them to be there for it.
Mhm.
I said I did not give a shit, and that if he did it, I would have him kicked out. He did it, and my mom said if I tried kicking him out, she would leave too. I just remember seething inside. My brother got married last weekend. Instead of a welcome to the family toast, I used the time to announce that we were expecting our first baby. My mom was upset, but my grandmother told her to sit down and shut up. We spent the rest
Good.
most of we spent most of the reception talking to family. We would not see again for a while about our coming baby. My mom says I was an asshole for taking attention away from my brother on his wedding day. She got really mad when I reminded her that she threatened to leave my wedding if I kicked him out after he proposed. I have the screen cap of the text messages. Notable
Good.
comment. Fun fact, my wife is not pregnant.
Good.
Update.
Like, not good that the wife is not pregnant, but like good. Honestly, like good payback.
Yeah. Honestly, great. Well planned.
Yeah.
Update. So some bad news and some amazing news. Bad news, my brother figured out that we weren't really pregnant at his wedding, and he is livid, as is his wife. I don't really care. I know it's childish, but he started it. The amazing
He did.
news. We are pregnant for real. We were pregnant at the wedding, but we didn't know. Thanks again for validating my immature and vengeful nature. I guess I have to grow up now. Sorry for the short post, but I'm so excited I almost didn't post at all. Update 2, 9 months later. So for any of you that may still be interested, we had our daughter today. Both my wife and daughter are doing well. 9 pounds, 7 ounces, all 10 toes, and all 10 fingers. My brother and sister-in-law are still pissed. My grandmother was the first one besides my wife and I to hold Emily Ann. Thank you all for your kindness
That's a
and
big
support.
baby.
Happy New Year. At 9 pounds. This
Well, we know who won't have content cut from them if like the family do keep being shitty.
Yeah, the grandmother.
Yeah, like who's gonna be allowed babysitting and like extra family time with the daughter? The grandma. Who's not gonna be allowed it? The mom and brother.
Right.
Like if y'all are gonna be shitty around like about this thing and continue to be shitty, I'm not gonna trust you with my child in case you try to do something petty with my kid
Right.
or to my kid.
Conspicuously missing is good old mommy dearest and holding the baby.
Mm-hmm.
OP said in a comment that she was in Cancun and missed the birth.
It's obviously not that important to her.
Right. Tell me brother is the golden child without telling me. How dare you not let your brother propose at your wedding? How dare you announce that you are pregnant at his wedding? A good sibling would have let him have the first grandchild.
Yeah. I hate people like that. I hate parents like that. Like me who has like the potential of having twins is just like I physically will not favor one over the other if that does end up happening.
Right, you gotta be careful.
Because biologically I'm a higher likelihood to do that.
Oh?
Yeah, we've been over this because there's twins in the near family.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. So you're trying not to like
Yeah,
accidentally
so
favor twins over a single.
no, I'm not saying I'd suddenly favor twins over a single child. I'm saying like I would never favor one over the other, like whether they're born up,
Oh,
like
I
whether for some reason we
okay, I
have two separate.
misunderstood. I misunderstood. I thought you were saying you're biologically inclined to favor one child over the other, and I was just like,
No,
what kind of scientific basis is that?
no. What I was saying was that like
No,
I'm
I
more
understand. I got
likely
it.
to have twins, but I would never favor one over the other. Like even if I had like two kids on separate occasions, I would never favor one over the other.
Yeah, you also have to be careful where you don't accidentally come off as favoring, because like some kids will have like, you know, similar interests as you versus the other kid, so you have to like be mindful that, you know, that it doesn't seem like you're favoriting the other, even if you're
I
not.
mean, make sure that that other one is still being facilitated
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm
for
saying.
their interests, even if I'm not participating
Oh,
with them.
No,
I
is
I
that
think
not
you
how
still
it's
like.
supposed to be? What?
imagine. Well, I
My
think you
parents
should.
done that
I think you should
all the
participate in
time.
their interest. You know, like even if it's as basic as like, you know, they're in sports, you're showing up for their sports games. You know.
I mean, yeah, I'd show up, Like
that's
straight
what I
up,
mean.
like even if like even when I wasn't like particularly into sports, I still uh I liked it when my family showed up to like the schooling events and stuff like that for things like
Exactly.
for all that stuff.
You know, and let the
Especially because I was in a situation where not a lot of people had the time to, so like my parents would always be working whatever. Um and like not even like the people who are basically raising me at daycares would, so what happened was like my Oma would come across the road and to come see me, and my granddad would make sure to drive over and stuff if he could. Um and like Oprah would also do the going across the road. It just sucks that their pavement at the school is so shitty
yeah.
that she got a head injury from it.
Oh
So
yeah,
the
I remember you
family
telling me about
collectively
that.
started to blame me for her injury.
Yeah, that which obviously it's not your fault.
Mhm.
But yeah, I just mean like even if it's them letting your child talk to you about their favorite interests and stuff. Like like I said, it
Yeah,
doesn't mean
no, what?
you have to be like deep into it or care about it. You care about it just because your kid cares about it.
Yeah, no, what I
Man, I
meant
wish I
was
had a mother
with
like
like
that.
what I meant with facilitating it though, I didn't mean the like, oh, they go to like a school for it and stuff like that and I don't show up. I'm showing
Yeah,
up for their games at like a school or whatever. I meant like, or if like they have a competition or something. I meant like if they have like a special, I'm gonna drop them off and everything, but I might not be there for the entire duration of the lesson.
yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
I will facilitate to drop them off to the extracurriculars. I might not be there for the entire thing.
I'm taking you to football practice, but I'm not playing football with you, kid.
Yeah, basically. Or like I'm not like watching you the entire time that you're playing football. I'm gonna go do something else, but I
It's
will be
at
there
least
to
for
watch the like
practice.
big games that you
Yeah, yeah,
practice for.
exactly,
Like it's
exactly.
like that. That's what I mean by facilitate.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And I
And
understand
not
what you
like
meant.
necessarily participate.
Yeah. Or even going, like if your kid is into a book that, you don't like to, and they're like, in that fandom or whatever, you want to do stuff to like support it too.
Yeah, I'd probably have you read it or listen to an audiobook or something.
Yeah. Go to a book club, like, take them to the library because they always do events at the library, at least near my
If they went
house.
to a book club, I'm taking you with me.
You're like, I'm not going down on my own.
No, you're coming with. Everyone's going to the book club. If I gotta go,
Maybe I
you
should get
gotta go, and if
adopted.
there's another one, they gotta go too.
You're saying you should get adopted? That's the
Yeah.
Blue.
Max is like, "Can you adopt me, please?"
Yeah, Blue, we're adopting you. It's okay.
Yeah, we're
Nice.
a bit late into that.
It's a little late. You're a little older than us, but it's okay.
Yeah.
There's adult
God damn.
adoptions.
He's like, "Can you adopt me as the uncle?"
So speaking of like parents trying to show interest, as I, not going to go into my history with my mother. Me and my mother doesn't have the best history, but one of the things she does try to do though is she tries to like keep track of my interests and like help me. Which I've talked about before. Like she tries in
The
that
Harry
regard.
Potter stuff.
Yeah, she keeps buying me Harry Potter stuff. And she's like, I know you don't support Harry Potter, but it's still your aesthetic. So I'm like,
Aw.
yeah, it's
love
cute. Yes, like as much as me and my mom have many issues, but in that regard, she tries really hard to like understand my stuff and like me. But speaking of like related to that, she told me, she's like, hey, I found you some Pokemon cards. So I'm gonna, next time I see you, I'm gonna give them to you. And she hands me a stack of Yu-Gi-Oh cards with one single Pokemon card in it.
She's confused, but she's trying.
She's like, yeah, there's some Pokemon cards. I know they're not all Pokemon cards, but there's some Pokemon cards in here. And there's like, I think it was just
There's
one or
one.
two. There was like one or two. It was almost all Yu-Gi-Oh. And it was just like,
That's funny.
and sometimes she's right.
That's the spirit.
One time she handed, like, she's like, yeah, I found you a Pokemon keychain. And I was like, oh, cool. And she handed it to me. And I was like, I have no idea what the fuck this is. And I looked it up and it was a Pokemon. It was just one of the newer ones and I didn't know it at the time. I was like, this kind of looks like a Pokemon, but I don't know what Pokemon it is. It was like the legendary from Sun and Moon. Like, I know it now. I know my Pokemon move now.
Lion or the
That's the Moon-like one.
the
The really pretty one.
Yeah.
But she gave me that one as a keychain. She's like, yeah, here's a Pokemon. And I'm like, I would not have guessed that that was a Pokemon. I'm amazed. Especially after the Yu-Gi-Oh! Debacle.
She's like, no. I looked it up this time, or I made sure.
Well, and sometimes she'll guess. She's like, I don't know where this is from, but it seems like something you would like. And she gave me like a rare Hamtaro plush. And I'm like, you're correct, but how did you nail it so well? Hamtaro was one of my like niche favorite shows as a kid. I never talked about it.
Also, did you make sure to wash it first?
It's not one I sleep with. It just sits on my shelf. Like I've checked it over. It was fairly new. It's not one that you can wash easily. Like it doesn't seem like it has the right material that you can wash it.
Gotcha. Now that we're coming out of Halloween, and like I guess like our discussion about like kids and stuff the other day had like shorts on me about Halloween plus kids, and some people are fucking psychopaths
Yeah.
because like this poor man, this poor dad was just like he made a video just for like parental awareness, and like now I follow him because I'm like, well, this is gonna be relevant in the semi near future.
Careful about that. I'll make my comments after you tell me about it, because I think you sent the video, but I didn't watch it.
Okay. But he like had like magnets to go over like the Halloween candy.
Mm-hmm.
And like some of it had like from the same house. The ones from the same house had needles in them.
Yeah. So
and it's just like that's wild that people actually do that to kids. Like that's like I know that it was probably like not like it was probably like a staged one, but it's just like I wouldn't have guessed just by like looking at the candy wrappers that that's like what happened to like what happened to it.
I think
and like noted for like a way to test it.
Oh yeah, it's it's worth always checking your candy for one reason or another.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
I think it's a good rule of thumb that's like if it's one that's like super easy to wrap, be very careful of those ones.
Yeah, it was like a Milky Way or a Mars bars or something that had like one just in it. And it was just like, God damn, if we ever do trick or treating, I guess we gotta like start doing that.
Oh yeah, no, because trick or treating is not very popular where you're from. We've been taught that, but the thing is, a lot of it's fear mongering. I think it's only happened once, like ever. Like there may be like one or two other instances because they're psychos. Everyone does something, but it's so rare, and people are so scared of it, even though it doesn't happen. It's just one of those things.
Well, the thing is, it's for like the kids' safety and also your own if you do take a bite into like the candy that's gotten mixed up in your own.
Yeah, like all I'm saying is, it's good to check. That's not that's not what I'm saying. It's definitely it's good to check. I just mean don't be terrified of it though. Like don't like.
I'm not gonna be terrified of it. I'll as I said, it was just very
Yeah, this is just like, because we're on stream and I'm just, establishing it for stream. If anyone listens to it, a lot of it's fear mongering. Like, for a while, people are like, oh, they're putting drugs in your kids' candy, or this drug looks like kids' candy, be careful. And it's like, no one's giving you their $30 drugs. No one's giving kids their $30, like, LSD gummies.
Yeah, it was just to show how to find stuff like that.
Yeah. And I think that's a quick
that it was.
I think that's a quick
way
to check.
That type of informative.
Yeah, I think it's a good quick way to check so then it at least eases your worries.
Yeah.
But I know at least around here, less and less people are trick or treating. At least in my
No, don't have Halloween wear out before I get over there.
Well, here's the thing. Halloween's still a thing. There's still trick or treaters, but in some neighborhoods, it's just trick or treaters tend to go in much nicer neighborhoods, like gated communities or ones that are basically gated without being gated. Or they
Okay,
do.
it's like Christmas fading out with over here. We've got practically no Christmas lights and stuff over here anymore.
I think also people are like, a lot of people are struggling with money, and so people are just like, and because of the state of the world, people are being less festive in general. Because I didn't do a lot for Halloween myself, even though I love Halloween. But like, my house got no trick or treaters, and like I said, big things are is they tend to go to much more well lit areas now. My neighborhood is a nice like little suburb, but it's not it's not super well lit. Like we have a lot of kids in our neighborhood, but a lot of them go to other neighborhoods that have nicer, what they think will be nicer candy and is safer because it's not as dark.
Okay, but like trick or treating is half the fun of Halloween. Why
Oh
are
yeah,
they taking that?
that's what I'm saying though. They're going to other neighborhoods for it. They're just not going to like our neighborhood. They also another thing is there's this thing over here called Trunk or Treat. And a lot of kids go to that, especially younger ones, because it's basically they have a bunch of like kids or a bunch of like cars and other things in a very large parking lot or across like a few parking lots, and kids will go through and people have like their trunks open with candy and like they dress up and do like all kinds of like little like festivities around their car essentially, and they like hand out candy to kids. It's like basically a little like festival thing where people can get candy and basically get the feel of trick or treating without actual trick or treating. Because the real danger for trick or treating is trying to manage your kid in the dark, and especially when there's a lot of them, and then there's a lot of people who drink on Halloween, and so people are more concerned about having their kids on the road and walking these like darker neighborhoods like mine. Like I said, my neighborhood's like not super dark, but there's at least like one street like between my house and the gas station that's like there's no street lights. We walk
Oh yeah,
in
no, I'd
complete
be like that
darkness.
old-fashioned parent who'd just be going with them and like joining them for the Halloween trick or treating.
Oh yeah, and that's what I used to do too. But even like when I took my sister trick or treating, we went to the nicer neighborhood. We went to one of the neighboring neighborhoods, and that's just because there's absolutely no streetlights. I used to go to one of the houses that have no streetlights, and here's why: because none of the other kids did, which means that the people there were really excited about getting trick or treaters, and they would give us half their bowl of candy.
That was
We were like 15, which I trick or treated up until my 20s because I was able to take my sister trick or treating, and I think we took my sister down the scary dark neighborhood. I'm not gonna tell. It's funnily enough, there's a haunted area down this neighborhood that I want to. We're going way off topic, but there's a haunted neighborhood or a haunted graveyard on this neighborhood that's pretty infamous around here.
Yeah, we can
And we go down
look
it.
into recording it later when I'm up there with my cameras and stuff.
Oh yeah, heck yeah. And so, but we used to go to it on Halloween sometimes after we dropped off my sister. But one time we took my sister, we didn't go all the way to the graveyard, but we took my sister down there and we got lots of candy because we walked this neighborhood. But there's like 5 teenagers and then 1 toddler, so like that she was safe. Like I think we were like 18 at the time or something like that. And so it was, and we were all like basically grown, taking this 1 toddler down this this very dark street so that she could get the most candy as she possibly can. But yeah,
The
that's
sugar high for the night.
yeah. But she didn't eat a whole lot of candy. We ate the candy.
That's basically, yeah. The parents eat most of the candy too.
Yeah, because you don't want your kid to get sick, so you gotta get sick for them.
No, let them learn.
My mother did that. She let the my sisters eat all the candy, and they had to go to the dentist to get
Oh,
cavity
no.
filled.
That's
Okay, not let them learn that way. At
Yeah,
least
exactly.
like make sure they drink water afterwards and brush their teeth and everything before bed.
see my
Nah,
thing
they
is
learned that way.
genetically speaking between me and Ren, if either of us have ADHD and we have a kid, our kid is very likely to have ADHD, which means we have to watch what candy they eat because Red 40 negatively affects people who have ADHD. So that's one of the things that needs to be checked. Fun fact.
Yeah.
Red 40 will make you go crazy.
That's fun.
Side note, one of the things that I plan to do, especially now that like people aren't as festive and like Halloween seems to semi be like fading in and out,
I think people are
is
just
what I
bored.
plan to do is
Yep.
preemptively get some like lollies and treats and everything. So that like when we get home, I can make it look like we actually ended up getting a bit more than we did.
Well, see, it's interesting because I think no matter what houses we go to, we'll probably get people that will give us candy. It's like kind of like you will usually find candy at houses. It's more like you're less likely to have kids showing up at your house. But most people will have candy prepared or something prepared.
Oh no, I don't mean for like kids at the doorstep. I mean for like our kid if like there's ever like a bad night on for Halloween or something, just like ready in there.
Oh yeah.
Little emergency Halloween stash.
But yeah, like Scython said, I think like it's it's not the festivities are dying, it's people people are just poor. Like I didn't do a lot for Halloween this year, just because like I did not have a lot of money, and also like my foot was messed up, so the one thing I could go do for free, I couldn't walk it because it was mostly like a lot of long walking on concrete. So I did have someone invite me to their haunted house, and I didn't get back to them because I just knew I wouldn't have time.
It's funny that
used to
y'all
go
don't
ham
have
with
trick or treating
Halloween.
on. It's funny that y'all don't have trick or treating on like the bad neighborhoods because we did.
Oh yeah,
When I lived in like the slums type of territory, all the time, like without fail, always trick or treaters.
Well, it's one of those things where like, yeah, there was always trick or treaters, especially when I was younger. I did not live in a great neighborhood. I lived in a not good neighborhood at all. When we would and we had lots of trick or treaters. It's just one of those things that have slowly happened over the years. And like I said, one of the big things is how well lit the neighborhood is. And also kids individually who are like, ooh, if we go to the rich neighborhood, we're gonna get better candy. Like the little kids are gonna, so that's the the dichotomy of that is that parents are worried about younger kids because of darker, because people can't see as well at night. You're walking around with your toddler, you want to be careful, you go to a more well lit neighborhood. And then the older kids who can just like run off on their own, they're like, well, we want to go to the better neighborhood, so they're gonna like walk over to the better neighborhood to get better candy. Because that's what I started to do at one point. Like, at my old neighborhood, we would trick-or-treat in our neighborhood. And then as we got older, we started going to the neighborhood across the street as well. Because they had better candy. And then, once I moved to my new place, there was no streetlights. We didn't really like to walk it because all the houses were... Funnily enough, when I moved, I lived in a much nicer neighborhood. There was just no streetlights. And the houses were so spread out too because they were like legitimately mansions. I wasn't living in one, but there was legitimately mansions on that street, and so they were all spread out like super far. And so we just straight up did not want to walk it. So we went into like the suburbs that connected to like the main street so that we could walk because those are easier to walk through and much more well lit. So yeah, it just depends on where you live. Because it's not necessarily whether it's a good or bad neighborhood. I think like the biggest factors are how well lit the streets are.
Yeah, sorry for the Halloween topic shift and kid topic shift. Make sure you save the posts.
Okay, and I think Scython said BRB because we went way off topic, and he wants to go get a snack. I mean,
think... us talking about food made him hungry, I think, is more what he was meaning.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I am also going to BRB, so I think this is a good moment to have like a little break. I will throw us onto the BRB screen. Hello, hello. We are back.
Hello, hello. Am I the
Oh, hello.
asshole? Am I the asshole for refusing to take down my post and letting my ex face the consequences of her cheating? No. Immediately, no. I'm sorry. You're not the one who, like, did that. You're not the one who slept around, and if she's mad about being found out about it, that's on her. Don't forget to check the trigger warnings.
Infidelity, harassment, mentions death of a loved one, false accusations, death threats.
Damn.
I was with my ex K for 2 years and living together since a year. To make all the drama short, I found out she was having an affair since 6 months with her boss. I found out about it and broke up with her on the spot. Kay didn't even try to justify or deny it, just moved out. But here comes the main thing on all this mess. Honestly, I wasn't expecting that she would bring our breakup on Instagram, but she did with the classic BS of me holding her back. A brighting future was waiting for her and all this type of stuff. But here comes my part, because the one thing that made me mad as hell is one of her posts when she said that I was abusing her emotionally and physically. I have a special spot on this because I volunteer in one of those abused women's centers, and I provide housing for real victims of abuse. It's a long story about a female friend of mine who died because of her ex, and that thing particularly touched me, and it was the main reason why I'm volunteering. So you can imagine my rage and anger I felt when she posted about this fake BS, so I simply made a post on my Instagram page with the proofs of her cheating and tagged her directly. Well, the part I wasn't expecting comes now, because to me, for no reason, it's like Instagram decided to make my post go viral in our community, and the internet rage started under her post. I was expecting maybe someone calling her out and nothing more, but the consequences hit her harder than I could expect, because in just 2 weeks her profile is full of people calling her every possible name in the book, people wishing her the worst, and all these things. But Kay, being Kay, instead of doing what normal people would do, doubled down and got even more hate and worse stuff than I thought was possible. But the cherry on top was the fact that she is now on administrative leave because apparently her boss tried to throw her under the bus to save his job, and mostly because her job's page became flooded with not so kind comments about her, from the classic fire her to stuff I can't say here. And the most insane thing happened 3 days ago, because her car has been smashed by someone. Not me, obviously, because I have better stuff to do than worry about a cheating ex. And even her own family started to get harassed by people on their socials. Yesterday, she wrote me from a new number asking me to delete my post because she couldn't keep up anymore with people insulting her on every post she makes, and the job thing was the last straw. Honestly, I wasn't expecting all this mess, and of course some people crossed the line with her car, her family, and her job, but you know what? I don't feel bad for her at all. I mean, she knew about my spot for abused women and tried to paint me as a villain by accusing me of stuff she knew exactly how I felt about. So maybe because it's all still fresh, but I don't feel bad for her and have no intention to take down my post, which actually gained me 50,000 followers out of nowhere. So am I the asshole for refusing to take my post down and letting her face the consequences of her cheating? Am I the asshole has no consensus bot? OP received the majority of not the asshole, and a few you're the assholes.
Yeah, already not the asshole. Unless, like, in that post somewhere he said, like, okay, now go do these things to her and, like, incited it.
Yeah.
Which I don't think is the case. I think he's pretty good on not having to take it down and just letting her reap what she sowed. Like, he's not the one who cheated, she is.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
I
she literally fucked around and find out.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only thing, obviously I don't endorse and is the problem with the internet, because people take things to the extreme because people love an excuse to vilify people.
Mm-hmm.
breaking her car, harassing her family, jumping on her jobs like
I
website. That one,
My guess is more like the reason that it might have blown up is because someone else was already grabbing with her, because it sounds like they're content creators
mhm.
to an extent, and someone else might have already been grabbing with her and was just like made it become a bigger situation by spreading it to more people once they
Maybe
saw it.
I think it's just one of those things where sometimes things just blow up. It just
Okay.
happens. It happens so often that, like, I don't think there's really one cause or another. I think it was just the extra cherry on top of she lied about a guy who works in abuse, you know, uh, abused women shelters, and that probably
Mhm.
just enraged people. And it's just because it's so out of pocket that it just got people's attention. And like, a few people were so mad about it, they shared it to their big following, like, what the hell, and then it just spiraled from there.
Yeah. Which, not his fault. Again, unless he's like actively calling for violence upon her, not his fault that any of this is happening.
Yeah, I think
You reap what you sow. Get a new name.
the internet is
Move on.
just crazy. And
Mhm.
unfortunately, that's the state of the world right now because people are emboldened by the fact that they're anonymous. Because a lot of these people
Well,
would
unless they're
not.
caught on security cameras and stuff.
Oh, then they're
Less
not anonymous
anonymity there.
anymore.
You're what?
I said then they're not anonymous anymore.
Hmm. No, they think they are.
Yeah, I just mean on the internet. Like, they're able to, like, do this stuff because they're anonymous.
Mhm.
Commenter 1. Ask her to post a retraction and apology to you on her social media. She made false statements that would threaten your job and reputation, so until you get at least that, fuck her. She made her bed, she can lie in it. Commenter 2. Tell her you'll consider taking it down if she issues a full apology and retraction to social media. Commenter 3. You don't owe her anything. If you want to be nice, take it down, but not if she's just going to lie about you again. She can certainly just delete her social media and not deal with any of this anymore. That's probably the best idea for her now. If you want to work with her, I would say you can take your post down since it's already done its job, but she needs to make a post admitting she lied about you. If she's going to tarnish your reputation, she has to be the one to clear it before you take your post down. Also, this is fairly recent. This happened, like,
Damn.
within the last couple weeks. Here's the update on how things ended, and I really hope to post again about more funny and better stuff than all this drama. In the last post, I talked about my ex texting me to delete the post and end all this charade, and at the end, we came to an agreement. The agreement is extremely simple. She makes a public post on her Instagram page in which she honestly tells the truth about how her relationship ended and takes full accountability for her false allegations, and then and only then I take down my posts. 3 days ago, she agreed, and she did. Actually, under that post, she got more hate than before, but that's not my problem. And I did the same. About all this mess, I have to say that in the last 2 days after her apology post, like I call it, the situation has calmed down pretty naturally, but she still receives hate and death threats. On this part, I have to say that before deleting my post, I made it clear that insulting my ex and wishing her death wasn't normal, so to please stop all this charade and respect her apologies. So until now, her profile passed from 2,000 comments to almost 500, and like I said, almost all not exactly kind, but the situation is going better, and I think people got tired of this drama and simply moved on to another one. In the last post, someone talked about a lawsuit for defamation, and you're absolutely right, but I just didn't have any intention and energy for something I just wanted to make disappear faster than I could. And for the last point, someone asked me if I resented her for all of this mess, but actually I don't. What I feel for her is just pity and disappointment. The internet rage did the rest, even if I don't approve, obviously, of the death threats and all the extreme parts. So that's it, and I really hope to not update you anymore on this mess. It sounds like she didn't have shame to begin with, so all's well that ends well. Exactly, I would have never imagined all of this mess, but here we are, and all this because of her victim complex, like I told her. Let this be a lesson. There are a lot of people, usually conservative, who tout fuck around and find out and say stuff in subs where people get KO'd for picking a fight like they'll never do that again. People don't learn their lesson like that. She thinks she's the victim. You do need to sue her. You need the court to specifically name you as the victim. It isn't because she will ever learn. She won't. It's about your security and the justice you deserve. It's about making sure the next time she pulls some shit like this, that there's a paper trail to help her next victim get justice. You're right about the fact that she didn't learn anything and probably would never, but just the legal aspect I don't think is necessary. I mean, she did what she did. She got what she deserved, and that's it. I just want to move on with my life. Does anyone else think that the ex-girlfriend is a huge moron because she could have just stayed quiet and avoided all of this? She went and tried to defame her ex-boyfriend for no reason, really. OP, you got my point. I still don't get why all of this since we broke up and everyone goes for his way, but she had to make all public and be victim for some reason. Commenter 4, sounds like she's all about image and social media. OP, it appears so, and now she has to face what the internet thinks of her. So, everyone who keeps saying to sue her, he can't sue her. That's just plain and simple. There's no, like, verifiable damages to his well-being to be able to sue her, as fun as it is to think about it.
Yeah. Like, it's like, well, and at the very least, any future people can just reference back to this whole situation.
Mm-hmm.
That was a shitty situation, though. Like, I wish him the best. And I'm glad that he's moving on okay.
Yeah, it's a rough one. Alright, and if y'all are alright with it, I would like to do one last one before we wrap up.
Sounds good.
Because I'm starting to lose my voice. HOA won't let us fly our modest pride flag, so we just follow the rules. This one's from Malicious Compliance.
Hell yeah.
So, due to some neighbors flying Black Lives Matter flags, then blue line flags, and other opinion flags, our HOA decided last month that we're only allowed to fly the USA flag and nothing else. The day after the decision, we receive an email that someone reported our pride flag that we had in our house since 2016, and that we needed to take it down. By the way, that's a typo. They mean on their house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they
Can the HOA dictate what you have in your own home?
No, it's on the outside. Like I literally just said, it was a typo.
Okay.
So it's hanging on the outside. They say it later.
Okay.
So they reported our pride flag and that we needed to take it down. We complied and removed the flag. Looking through our new rules, we noticed that removable lights are permitted without restriction. So we bought 6 colored floodlights and we washed our house in pride colors. A little less subtle than our simple flag. A lot more fun for anyone complaining about the flag itself and what it represents. If you're interested, here's the house now.
That's funny.
Whoa, that's a pretty...
Can we do that to your house?
Probably not at this house, but, you know, when we move.
Okay.
Listen, I live in the
This is
South. I
nice.
don't want to be hate crimed.
Okay. I suppose.
Like, it's probably fairly safe, but it's just I don't want to advertise, like, my home. Like, I'd be fine, like, walking out and, you know, out and about, fine. But, like, you know, people get bold
That's
at
also
night.
really bold of them to, like, show their location and, like, address with their letterbox right there and everything.
You can't see it.
No, but as you said about the Photoshop thing, someone will.
Oh yeah, but even if you do see it, the numbers are generic enough unless they're posting like their actual location. You don't even know if it's in the U.S. It probably is in the U.S., but oh wait, yeah, it is in the U.S. Duh.
Yeah.
They literally said U.S. flags, but the U.S. is huge. Is what I mean. Like the U.S. is massive.
The US is massive, but HOAs are usually a bit more on record of like where they all are and everything.
There are millions of HOAs. You are not narrowing that shit down.
Okay.
I could say that. Also, they don't. There's not like a record. There's not like a here's a whole list of all the HOAs in the U.S.
Plus, I'm pretty sure someone might be like driving past his house and post it anyway. Actually, now that I think about it, like it is basically advertising the house if someone does drive past.
Yeah, and this was also like how years ago, 5 years ago. So it's probably not the that anymore. Yeah, and so they commented like, yeah, our HOA is actually pretty good about these things. They were just trying to curb the issues at the time, so they're not taking it personally because their flag isn't what started it. And so the HOA was just worried about like fights breaking out, so that's why they did it. So they're like, we're not taking it personally, but also we want everyone to know we're gay.
Yeah. That's really funny. I love this. I love whoever posted this. Honestly, good on you.
Yeah, it was just like, I don't think they changed the flag rule to attack me personally. I decided to do this to show my individuality while still following the rules. Yeah, in HOAs, in theory, can be good. Like, everyone, like, shits on them, and I would not intentionally live in an HOA. But an HOA, in theory, can be good. It just depends on, like, the values of the HOA and what they're doing. Because people are always like, what does the HOA
Oh,
do?
if we're, like, moving somewhere that has the HOA, I would be like, no, I want to see what their rules are first before moving.
I would want to be on the board. Like, I would want to be part of it if I was... But general rule, don't want to live in an HOA. Just because, like... So, like, some of the pros of an HOA is that people pool money to get things fixed in the neighborhood. Or they pay, they collectively pay, like, a lawn service that, like, mows everyone's lawn. Stuff like that. I think things like that are nice. But some people use it as a, like, let's make the neighborhood uniform so that our, our house's worth stays up. And so I can see the appeal. I don't want to live in a neighborhood like that. I'll live in a neighborhood where someone goes out and shoots a gun into the air to keep the prices down. Like, but like huh?
Honestly, same.
Like, you want to keep the rent prices down and the mortgages down in the area is all I gotta say. Now, once you own a house in the area, maybe you might reconsider it a little bit. But when you're renting, you want those numbers down, baby. So
yeah,
I still think of I still think of this one post where they're like, yeah, I saw my neighbor just go outside, take a gun, shoot it, like, like at like the ground or something, and then he looks at me and goes, yeah, we gotta keep those prices down, and he goes back in.
I love that neighbor.
It's really a hit or miss in like the South because you don't know. Because a lot of people are just hunters around here too, so it's like maybe not where I live because mine's more suburb. But like the more you get like out in the country, that's a little. It's harder to pull that off because there's literally hunters. Like hunting is huge, so it's like
so it's not gonna like get the prices down. They'll just think, oh, you just have hunters nearby.
Exactly. Because we live near, like, we're not in the rural area, but very close. So, like, once you go to the rural area, it's like, okay. There's lots of...
like, you get deers in your backyard. I'm not surprised.
Oh, yeah. We get lots of deers. And I see them almost every
honestly,
day.
good on them. I love this person.
Yeah.
Good job, Memon17.
Oh, was that Memon? Yep, Memon. Some of the comments are funny. HOA tried to bust my balls so many times over the years until one time they sent pictures of a branch in a gutter over my kid's window. I attended the next meeting and highlighted my son was in the shot. Barely, mind you. Everyone gasped, and I informed them that if anyone else sent the same phototype, I'd have them arrested for peeping Tom charges. They countered, but before they could complete the sentence, the cop in the neighborhood chimed in, along with a lawyer. Never had another letter with pictures like that after that. A similar situation happened to me when I was a teenager. I also tried to go on. By the way, I tried to look up fuck HOA for some posts because I knew there had to be like some interesting ones, but a lot of them were just like photos, and so I didn't want to
Yeah.
try and do those today. Um, but yeah, I think a similar situation happened to me when I was a teenager. It wasn't for breaking the HOA though, but instead our neighbor was trying to bust us for not getting a permit when making our garage into a bedroom. My dad has actually added on a lot to our house without ever getting permits for it. One day when I was like 12, we got a notice that our house is being inspected by the city because they got a complaint. They inspect the house, catch nearly everything my dad built, and made us tear it down. One thing they did not catch was that our garage was now a bedroom. We were 99% sure the complaint came from our neighborhood 2 houses down, who was super nosy and would always stare at our house if my dad was working on it. Fast forward to when I'm 16, the garage room is my room, and I'm getting dressed for school in the morning one day. I'm barely dressed when my dog starts barking at the window. I look up at the window and see a camera and a man against the window. I scream, "What the fuck?" and close the blinds quickly, and the man runs off. I get my dad, and my dad runs to catch the guy, but there's no sight of him. The window he was at is not visible from the street. It is at our side yard, which has a very tall, secure fence gate, and is hard to get to because of overgrown bushes. My dad warns our direct next door neighbor about it since she is a young single woman. She tells us she thinks it's the other neighbor, the one we think complained before, since he is always snooping around her house too. I personally think he was trying to get pictures of the garage bedroom, but then caught me half naked and underage, so his complaint never came to light. Exactly how you claimed in your story. Yikes. I got my old HOA on opening up the mail slot that allows the mail carrier to drop mail in the garage to see if we had a car in there while I was going to check the mail. As she was continuously hounding me for parking on the street, I agreed to go ahead and park my car on the sidewalk and then not go directly to the police on mail tampering and stalking charges.
Also, can I just say, window stuff like this is exactly why, like, when when we're like moved into a house that we own,
Mm-hmm.
one of the things that I want to do is get the windows so that the glass on them is like not necessarily like the glass, but like a sheen over it.
Oh yeah, so it's
Because I
not
know
as
new glass
easy.
is expensive to be like you can't see in, but the person can see out.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're
Yeah,
talking about.
like I don't care if it's new glass or if it's like the just like a sheen of like the like a plastic that you just gotta put over it. But either way, I want the same result of just I can see out, you cannot see in. Privacy matters. Thank you.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I've always
Mhm.
I'm in the basement of my house, so I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah. But like when we do move house and everything, that's like something that's very important for me
Yeah,
personally because like I've had to deal with stuff like that of like someone outside my bedroom window um on multiple occasions,
yeah.
especially like back at the old neighborhood that I'm just like I'm super privacy sensitive when it comes to like windows and stuff and like to a point
I
that I blocked off
remember
the window in the place that I lived in last.
when you were streaming once, you were like, someone is climbing up to my window, and I was like, that must be a joke, right? You remember that?
Oh, back at the old place, the
Yeah,
student housing.
yeah. I thought it was a joke.
No,
Oh,
And then you
no,
said you pushed them
I
off.
lived up higher, so someone was.
Yeah,
they were trying to
yeah.
get to their own room,
That's
weren't
crazy.
they? That was what it was.
I think they were trying to get to their own room, but theirs would have been like right below mine, and it just looked really suspicious because it looked like they were climbing to mine.
Yeah.
Actually, no,
Student
there was a floor above mine. Sorry.
student housing is wild.
Yeah, no, there's like the bottom floor, there's my floor, and then there was a floor above mine, and I think that they were trying to get to the floor above, and it looks suspicious to me as the person in the middle of this.
Yeah, see,
I'm like, this is fucking weird.
I've always had blackout blinds. Like we don't have them in our living room. But
Hmm.
the rest of the house, at least like all the bedrooms have like blinds or blackout curtains. Um,
Yeah.
so it's like the only place there isn't is really the living room, and that's just so the cats can
Yeah.
look out it
No,
easily.
I don't mean blackout blinds. So I mean like I want to be able to have my windows open,
No, I know what you
comfortably
mean.
look outside, see what's outside, and not have to worry about being seen.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I gotcha.
Because like the amount of times that like even with blinds that are block out, if you try to look outside of them, like when something bad is happening, and those people see you, that's no bueno. You don't like that. That's like when you gotta fucking hide.
Hopefully, we're not living in a neighborhood like that.
I used to. That's the thing.
Yeah.
And I got spotted at one point by like kids from my school that were doing stuff that they shouldn't have been. And that went like about as well as you'd expect.
Mhm.
I didn't say anything. I didn't snitch, but they were still like very aggressive about it.
Oh yeah, of course. I know exactly what you're talking about.
hmm
Well,
Like they got caught setting fires and stuff.
so that's gonna be the last one for tonight. But we have some for next time.
hmm
Fit and re-add it so it's at the top. We'll end on the lovely
Rainbow
gay
House
house.
of Glory.
Side note, before we sign off. You guys know about the house across the street from the Westboro Baptist Church, right?
No.
So Westboro Baptist Church, I haven't seen any updates in a while, but there's a house.
Show us a picture.
Okay, let me look it up.
Oh, I remember that. So I know what you're doing.
Yeah.
I'm too Australian to know this.
So to give some background, there is the Westboro Baptist Church is an extremely racist church. Racist, homophobic, anti-abortion.
I figured.
It's like
I figured it was like old schooly church, considering
Yeah.
we're about to go into like a house across the road from it.
Oh yeah, but to give some extra context though, is like some like more to it. Is it's not just that they would go to like veteran like memorials like for soldiers, and like
Mhm.
basically like tell them that they deserve to die. So they would
Ooh.
show up to funerals of like they were extreme even for like conservative people. Like they were like way out there. And so across the street, someone bought the house across the street,
hmm
and that's how they painted the house.
I love that.
And apparently it looks like someone else bought another house across the street and did the same thing. And I think they call them the Equality House, but this is the other one that's across the street.
This is so funny to me.
This is the other house that's across the street from it.
I
Yeah.
love that so much. Honestly, that's great.
Yeah.
Good on both of
I
them.
haven't heard about them in a while because they've been kind of quiet lately, at least.
And they're neighbors. Oh my god, no, that's
Yeah, they're
not like
neighbors.
photoshopped or anything like for them to be they're actually
Yep.
I love
Oh,
that
that is
so
cool.
much. Wait until like the one on the other side of it is available.
And this is the Westboro Baptist Church, like in the background. They have a sign that says
Mhm.
God hates America. Like it feels like they're trying to rage bait everyone. But this is like legitimately their beliefs.
All right then. Why are you in America then if that's the case? People at that place.
It's expensive to move. Yeah, Westboro.
Who's that? Is that the owner?
No, I think it's just a random soldier who went to visit it.
Okay.
Oh wait, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Westboro Baptist Church. Oh, I think he is. Let me check.
He's like, y'all disrespected my comrades one too many times.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna put everything you're against right across the road from you.
Yeah, like get dunked on.
Yeah, and like they can't do anything either because I'm sure if like they tried to break in or anything, he's got that. You see that thing up there? That's a little old security system right there, ready to be like, all right.
I think that's just
Try
a
me.
light. I think that's just a light.
Are you sure?
Yeah, but there
Looks
probably
like a
is.
camera.
There probably is cameras, but that's just a light. That's a porch light.
Yeah, no, I'm sure that this man has cameras, firearms, utilities, like kind of ready to go in case someone does try some shit. And so they can't fuck with him, which is really funny to me.
Look.
Like, this is someone you cannot mess with. Like, if any of them try to go into his house, they will be woefully ill prepared, and they know it. That's probably why they haven't tried.
Equality House. I'm trying to find the guy who actually owns it. Okay, it's not him, so it's not.
It's not him?
No.
Who is it?
This is the guy who owns it. I think a lot of people visit and donate to it because they donate to causes. So that's the guy
That's
who
fair.
actually did it.
That's fair. But no, like, like, the person who lives there, absolutely, in both these houses, they're
Incredible.
they're probably prepared for in case something happens. Like, they know what they signed up for.
Like, good for them.
Yeah. I love this so much. They need to decorate their garages. I see the garages in the back. Y'all need to get on that.
Trying to see if he
Add what are some other flags?
probably do the bi flag.
Add the bi flag, non-binary flag, lesbian flag to
Yeah.
or like a mixture of the flags on the garages.
I'm trying to see.
Make them match the aesthetic of the house. Like, you've used this much paint. Why stop there?
Oh, he actually named it the Mott House. Oh, the new one. The new one's called the Mott House.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, so the guy who bought this one also bought the one next door.
Yeah. No, I
Damn.
figured. But like, okay, so he painted both of the I'm looking at your garages and your fences and everything. They're too plain right now. You need to get them decorated.
Listen, he's already doing a lot for the.
No, I know he's done a lot, but like, gotta do those. Just add to it.
Yeah, he named it the Mott House after another after a transgender activist or a LGBT activist, Stephanie Mott. So that's why it's named that.
Yeah. So are these like rentals or
No, it's
do people
basically
live in them?
it seems like they're basically kind of like they've become so we're gonna go to their main page, by the way.
Mhm.
Because they have a page called Planting Peace that you can donate to, and it's basically
Link it in the streams.
Yeah, well, but yeah, they have a organization called Planting Peace. It's a human rights organization, not just LGBT. I'm posting it in Twitch for now because I don't have Sleepy Cogs up or YouTube up on my end. But yeah, they are a human rights organization. I think like one of the they focus on LGBT rights, rainforest conservation, and helping like other like I think like one of the things they do. Hold on, because they've been trying to save elephants from slavery.
Mm-hmm.
They have sustained 6 orphanages in Haiti, 4 in Haiti, 2 in India. They helped a lot of children who were having worm issues. Like it's a very simple medicine, but a lot of people just can't afford it.
How much is it?
I don't know off the top of my head. I just know it's one of those things where it's like we take for granted because we don't get it very often, and it's very easy to like cure. But a lot of other places that don't have those access, it really like screws them up.
No, I know. I was asking how much is it
For deworming.
Yeah.
Dewormer for humans. It's an over-the-counter medicine that's between $13 and $22.
Does it cost the same over there?
I mean, it's when it comes to like being over there. First off, we don't know the over there. It's all over the world. It's just more about like the access.
Okay.
It's just like lack of access to these medicines, so they have to bring the medicines in. Usually, this is like places like Peace Corps and stuff like that will do stuff like that. So they had to like bring the medication to these places that don't have as much access to it.
Okay.
And then this is part drag down bigotry. This is the Equality House. It's mostly became a symbol, so they probably like I don't think they have anyone actually living there, just because it might be unsafe. But they probably have like
I was gonna say if someone does live there, they're probably like armored to the tits.
Yeah, it's probably like they have an office there, but I don't think people sleep overnight there. Yeah, they're trying to protect the Amazon rainforest, so planting trees. So big part of like nature preservation and LGBT rights is their main values. Obviously, it's not their only values, but that's their main.
I love that.
Yeah. Which, like, same. I would be like interested in like these kind of organizations. But yeah, so like I said, that's not their only causes, but those are like they're the forefront of their causes.
Yeah. That's good.
Anyway, we're ending on that, talking about the Equality House and the Mott House. Check out Planting Peace. Always, donating to causes is always great. There's a lot of causes that people donate to the same ones, but there's more to like look into and promote. So just like, keep those in mind. So they have their own donation. You can donate in a lot of ways. You can become a member, which means like you can be part of the organization and help them out by sponsoring people. And it looks like you can actually you can donate specifically for deworming.
Okay.
So it's like $25. You can
So
give
you can
more,
donate
but
for like specific things and all that.
Yep. Yeah, you can sponsor, like I said, you can sponsor an orphan, you can sponsor meals, you can donate to the Equality House or be part of it. Oh, glitched out on me. Yeah, you can donate to, keep the house open, basically, because they have to take care of it. Yeah, becoming a member. Save an acre, yep. So yeah, worth checking out as... But
that's good.
That is all today.
Awesome. Had a good time.
Hell yeah. So you all have a wonderful night, and we will see you next time.
Have a good night, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.